Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate your time and support on the channel. So today we're going to be doing day 3, look 3. I'm about a day behind currently on the BH Cosmetics Lost in Los Angeles palette, and that's because yesterday I had so much to do for my mum. So much shopping to do, so yeah, I was in town for a long period of time, and then I just stayed at her house for my Sunday dinner and came home really late at night, and by that time I just didn't want to put makeup on. So yeah, I'm a day behind. I'm not too sure what I'm going to go for today. Part of me really wants to use this yellow gold here, Starstruck, and keep it Right, so that was just my sister. Can't really get for going today. So, what I'm going to do, what I've been doing all week, is going with the Abbey, this white one here, just all over, to set my NYX white base down. I'm going to put that on silent. This is a really good white. Probably go so far as to say it's my best white in my makeup collection, which is a very bold statement. Let's zoom in. Okay, so I'm just wondering which is going to be the best shade to go with that one. I think it's going to be WeHo. Oh, actually, no. Let's use Runyon Canyon and make it like as neutral as we can today. You can hear the noise outside, I apologise. Wow, that's pigmented. And again, no issues with the blending. Well, so far anyway. Can you see there's quite a bit of fallout there? I mean, nothing to really complain about because they blend out really well, these mattes. So this coming Friday, we're currently on Monday, but this coming Friday I'm going for my vaccination, my first one. And there's a big to-do at the moment in the UK. Certain countries have stopped the Pfizer vaccination just because of blood clots. Now my sister has suffered with blood clots, and we're supposed to be going on the same day, which is ironic really. So yeah, we're supposed to be going on the same day, and she's now really worried about getting the vaccination. She's spoken to the doctors and they've told her to still go but request the other vaccination, and if they can't give it her then she has to make another appointment, which is absolutely ridiculous. The place that's doing it should be able to tell her if they've got that particular vaccination in and if they'll be able to give it to her, and I've told her to ring them directly. I mean, I've got to be honest, I am pretty nervous about having it done myself, but what's the alternative? I don't have it done. I go out every single day for things, for shopping for my mum, to pay her bills, to go to the pharmacy. One day I could come across someone who does have COVID and then I get it as well, and I'm high risk myself, obviously not as high risk as my mum, so I do need to get it done. I would rather, I don't know, I would rather get it done and be a little bit poorly than not have it done. It's just come out at the wrong time, this, the fact that some people have died, and the fact that obviously they've had the COVID vaccination and then they've had pulmonary embolisms, and they've also had blood clots, DVT, so deep vein thrombosis, which is terrible. It really is terrible, but you know, I'm hoping nothing like that happens to me. So that's the gold shade. I think it's called Starstruck. Ooh, that's nice. But even still, I'm not pigmented. So the shade, oh, I told you that shade. The shade I've just used is Runyon Canyon. I mean, it looks really pigmented on the finger, but when I'm putting it on the eye, it's not pigmented at all. Or not as pigmented as I would like. I think I'll be spritzing the brush in a second. And the shimmers feel like really gritty. They don't feel like typical BH formula. And this is a fairly new palette, isn't it? 2BH. I would have thought they would have been a little bit better. I don't mind formulas and how gritty they feel as long as you can get them to work and they look nice on the eye. I really don't mind. I mean, that looks pretty nice. Let's get some tissue to wipe that off my hand. Hey, for once I'm not sniffling. Okay, right, so now we need an inner corner highlight. I don't know what to use. I think the only thing I can use is the Hills again, which I really didn't like that last time I used it for the inner corner. I think tomorrow I want to do a rainbow pastel eye look with all the mattes. I was going to do it today, but I've got to go to my sister's and drop something off, and she'll be like, whoa, that's a crazy eye look. Okay, so I'm gonna spritz this Smashbox brush, so just this side here. So I'm going back in with Starstruck. I think it's getting a little bit more pigmented. Yeah, it definitely looks more pigmented to that side. Oh, shut up, gosh. Every single time I film. I am filming later on in the afternoon though today, so it's probably my fault. Normally I film either early morning or late at night, really late at night, so maybe I should start doing that again. Shouldn't have to, but maybe I should. Right, so then we're going to go back in with Runyon Canyon for the lash line. Right, and what I want to do is I want to go back in with the Hills, but with my little finger, and I want to try and build the pigmentation up a little bit better. No, that's not worked. We'll just leave it like that. Then we're going to go in with the Too Faced Perfect Black eyeliner. But don't poke myself in the eye. And then I'm just going to blend out a little bit. Don't need that palette anymore. So today we've only really used 3 eyeshadows. I think that's the least eyeshadows I've used from this palette. Just because I want to keep it neutral, or as neutral as possible. But even like the yellow gold isn't really neutral, is it? It's as neutral as I can with the palette. Okay, mascara time. So we're going in now with the Essence I Love Extreme Crazy Volume Mascara. So yeah, on Friday I hope everything goes okay with this jab. I mean, my mum had it and she was fine from it. And she actually had a really big pulmonary embolism back in 2019, I had to think then. She actually nearly died from it. It was so bad that the condition that she suffers from, myasthenia gravis, and also the pulmonary embolism, that they revived her 3 times. So she died 15 minutes in total. And the consultant said, basically, if it happens again, they won't even attempt to revive her. It's not fair on her because 1, she could have brain damage, 2, she could suffer strokes and she would never be the same again anyway. But luckily she came out of it. She's really, really strong. I'm really proud to be her daughter. She's just so amazing. So yeah, I've got a tear in my eye just thinking about it. But yeah, she's an amazing, amazing woman. And yeah, I just love her to pieces. So now we're gonna go in with a lip. Let me see what I want to use. Right, because I'm going to be wearing my mask, this isn't part of one of the lipsticks that Pretty Random chose out for me, but I always have it in my collection. Well, not my collection, my lipstick thing at the back of the vanity there. So it's the Chloe Morello and Ciate in the shade Sydney. And I always use a shade like this. It reminds me of Queen Bee. It might be a very similar shade to Queen Bee from Too Faced. One of the Too Faced Melted Mattes are my favourite as well. I need to swatch them against each other and just see if it's similar. But yeah, I really, really do like it. This one looks lighter than Queen Bee. Okay guys, the camera's shut out for some reason then. So this is what the overall look looks like. Yeah, I like it. It's very, very simple, but I really do like that pop of yellow gold. So this is what it looks like. So with the shimmers, I don't think there's too much more to use. So what we've got to use with the shimmers is Rodeo Drive, which is an olive gold. That looks pretty. Sunset Boulevard, which looks pretty as well. And I think that's it. Oh, and I would like to, I don't think I'm going to get to do this, but I wouldn't mind trying the Hills and Rush Hour together. I probably have to do that when Pretty Random chooses out the palette another time. But I do definitely want to do a look tomorrow with the pastels. So I want to incorporate LAX 90210. I know I've used that before. I'd like to incorporate Abbott Kinney and Dreamer. I'm not too bothered about WeHo and the 405 because I've used them. But definitely those 4 eyeshadows that I've just told you about. We'll see if we can use WeHo and the 405 as well. Then we've used all the pastels in that one look. tomorrow I'll get ready for a matte pastel eye look, and again today is this look that I created. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate your time and support on the channel. It means the absolute world to me. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button and notifications bell. That will tell you when I upload. Please like, it really does help out the channel. Please share and also please comment, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.